Hey third graders, it's Mr. G back with another math activity for you to do at home. This week is going to be a little different for a math activity. I actually have a math game for you to play this week. This kind of comes from back when me, Miss Alvarado, and Miss Prettle we went to Stanford a month ago, and we actually got to meet a woman named Jo Boaler. One thing that I shared with my class was that Jo Boaler was really interesting because she said that in math, one way that kids learn the best, especially when solving problems, is by playing games, not through taking lots of tests or quizzes or memorizing everything, but just having fun and playing games with math actually helps kids a lot to learn new concepts and to learn new things about math. Mr. G actually got a chance to play this game myself, and I found it really fun. It's actually a game that takes two people, so you might want to find someone in your house who'll play with you, maybe a sibling, maybe one of your parents, maybe even your dog. I mean, if you have no one else around you, Mr. G used to play games with my dog when I had no one else around. So maybe that's a solution if you have no one else around. So this game requires two people, as I said, some crayons or markers so that you have something to look at and to show the different kind of shapes you'll be making, and two dice. If you don't have two dice, don't worry. Mr. G has an alternative way for you to kind of roll dice digitally online. So that's also something you can do. So without further ado, Mr. G is going to show you how you can play How Close to 100. Alrighty, so here is the game. This is the game board right over here. You can see How Close to 100. If you want to go ahead and print this game, if you have a printer and paper at home, this is not something you have to do, but maybe if you just like having it in front of you and the person you're playing with would rather have it in front, and also you have some dice at home, you can go ahead and click the document and click How Close to 100 right here, and you can go ahead and print this lovely piece of paper if that is what you want to do. But don't worry if you cannot do that, if you're on an iPad or just have your Chromebook, that's just fine. I'm going to teach you how to play online as well. So, the instructions. This game is played with two people partners. The first player rolls two number dice. So you're going to go ahead and whoever goes first, Rochambeau, whoever goes first, I'd say, that's my go-to. Whoever goes first is going to roll your two dice. After that, the numbers that come up are the two numbers you're going to use to make a shape on the 100 grid. For example, say you roll some dice and you get the numbers 2 and 3. You're going to go ahead, insert a shape of a rectangle, and you're going to have 2 on the side maybe and 3 on the top. So this would be a shape with 1, 2, 3 on the top and 2 on the side. So that will be if you have the numbers 2 and 3, right? You can put the array anywhere on the grid, so you don't have to start in the corner. You can put it anywhere on this grid that you want. But the goal is that you want to fill up the grid as much as possible, because if you notice, you have 10 on the side and 10 on the top. So 10 times 10 is 100 squares total. So you want to try and fill up as much of the grid as you can with your partner. You're not really competing against each other, you're actually working together. So after the first player draws their array on the grid, they need to write a number sentence. Don't forget your number sentences over here. They need to make a number sentence of what they did. So for example, since this was 2 on the side and 3 on the top, I'd write 2 times 3, and 2 times 3 would give me 6. So I'd write the number 6 over here. After that, the second player is going to take their turn, do the exact same thing, and the game will end when both players have rolled the dice and cannot put any more arrays on the grid. So you're going to see how close to 100 can you get. I've actually played this game in my class a couple times, and we've had some people get really close. So yeah, here's how you'll go ahead and play online. So if you go on the next slide, you'll see Mr. G made a big giant board so that you and whoever you're playing with, your sibling, parent, dog, whatever, can go ahead and play on this game board. So if you're watching my last lesson, math lesson 4, when we were doing perimeter, playing with perimeter, you're going to be inserting shapes just like we did in that last video. So you can play the game online using the insert button to make shapes, or print the worksheet and play at home, which might be easier. take a picture of your finished game on the next slide if you're going to be playing at home. So if you're going to do it playing at home, just doing markers, and you have some dice at home to play with, you can go ahead and just go to this slide and take a picture. Directions right here, just say insert, image, camera, and you can upload your picture this way and allow the camera, and you can upload your picture. But if not, if you're playing on iPad or just your computer, I'm going to show you how to do that right here. So what you're going to do is Rochambeau, see who goes first. So I don't know, I'm going to pretend like I'm playing with my friend Casper, the friendly ghost. So we're Rochambeau, and lo and behold, I won. So click the dice to begin. So I'm going to click my dice over here. Going to go and give me a link to my dice roller online. So even if you don't have dice, you can still play. It says dice roller. It's going to give me some 3D dice that are going to show up here. So I'm going to want 2 dice, and I'm going to roll my dice. And I got 6 and 1. So I'm going to take 6 and 1, and I'm going to make a rectangle with a dimension 6 and 1. So just like with the last video, I'm going to go to insert. I'm going to go down to shape, shapes, and click the first one, handy dandy rectangle. And let's see, I really want to be strategic here and think about where I want to put my 6 by 1. 6 and 1, okay. I don't want to put it in the middle because I want to save some space. So I think I'm going to go starting from the side. So I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1 on the side. Skinny little rectangle right over here. Yeah. And this is my 6 by 1. One thing I would suggest too is you can even change the color. So now that I've clicked my rectangle, say I'm going to be player that's blue. I'll make the rectangle blue. And over here, I'll write my number sentence. I have, if you ever make a mistake, just go to the undo button. 6 and 1. 6 times 1 gives me 6. Alrighty. Next, my friend Casper will go. Casper's going to go roll the dice and get, ooh, 5 and 6. So they're going to make a rectangle that's 5 by 6. So let's say Casper goes insert, shape, shapes, rectangle. Okay, Casper, where are you going to put your rectangle? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Casper can't put that rectangle here because there's not enough space. So Casper's going to have to probably start somewhere over here, maybe up here in the corner. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 the side. So I'm going to make a 5 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And make sure it's lined up as close as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect. And let go. And let's say Casper's color is going to be green. All right, so after that, don't forget to write your number sentence. So Casper is going to put 5 times 6 equals 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, all right, so that's my number sentence there. All right, now it's back to Mr. G's turn. So let's see what I get this time. I'm gonna roll my dice. 6 and 3 this time, okay. 6 and 3, ooh, I think I found where I'm gonna put my 6 times 3. So I'm gonna insert, shape, rectangle, 3 on the side here, and I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right here. Kinda like my last one. And let's change this color to blue again. And I'm gonna write 6 times 3 equals 18. And you can keep on going. So this is how you're going to play How Close to 100. If you really like this game, you can print another copy, or if you really want to play online again, just go here and say, make a copy of the slide. So duplicate slide right here. You can click duplicate slide and it'll give you another game. So, or you can just delete what you have. But be sure to leave a copy for your teacher to see how you and your partner did. So this was How Close to 100. I hope you really have fun with whoever you're playing with.